Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soccer fans of all ages, welcome to Finley Stadium, Davenportville, for this evening's soccer match featuring the Chattanooga FC Women versus the Lee University Flames. Tonight in the walkout, the young ladies assisting the teams to the field. First, the CFC Academy 2008 Premier Team. They had a great Shamrock tournament recently. They played the game the right way, advancing to the finals. It took 7 rounds of penalty kicks to knock them off. Congratulations to the 2008 Premier Girls. Also walking out with the teams tonight, the CFC Academy 2009 Elite Girls team. The 2009 Elite Girls were champions of the St. Patrick's Day tournament in Atlanta, Georgia. Their development progress was on full display while earning the first place finish. However, CFC Academy was most proud that the girls worked hard to compete, improved with each game they played, and had fun together both on and off the field. Congratulations to the CFC Academy 2009 Elite Girls team. Tonight's ball girls are from Marion County High School soccer team. We wish to thank them for volunteering their time today. They include Wendy Jang, Savannah Cooksey, Kirsten Holloway, and Riley Beck. Tonight's officials. The head official is Chris Clock. Assistant referee number 1 is Hunter McLaughlin. Assistant referee number 2 is Steve Johnson. Now for your starting lineups. First for the Lee University Flames. They are dressed in white jerseys and maroon shorts this evening. In goal, wearing number 25, Taylor Green. Number 34, Layla Diltz. Number 10, Mackenzie Bricker. Number 5, Megan Newman. Number 14, Anna Lanter. Number 19, Mia Hollingsworth. Number 26, Kate Carney. Number 30, Anna Leslie. Number 29, Kelsey Yoder. Number 16, Lauren Peters. And number 32, Riley Ingalls. The Flames are coached by Chris Hennessy with assistant Ouija Boisel. Now for the Chattanooga FC Women. They're wearing black jerseys and white shorts this evening. Between the posts, in goal, Lauren Teal. Kate Dirksey. Brittany Reed. Madison Ricketts. Maddie Farrell. Jules Cassett. Ruth Rosales. Cass Wade. Carly Banks. Summer Lenter. And Caitlin Newsom. Chattanooga FC Women are coached by Erin Ridley with assistant Des Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'll please stand for our national anthem. Performing the anthem this evening is Mrs. Melissa Farrell. She's been singing for as long as she can remember and was a church musician for over 20 years. Melissa teaches K through 5th music and upper school choirs at Grace Baptist Academy. Her greatest claim to fame is being the wife of Dwayne Farrell, and mom of Morgan, Connor, Meg, and CFC women's team player Maddie Farrell. Your national anthem by Mrs. Melissa Farrell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Mrs. Melissa Farrell with your national anthem.
All right, everybody. Well, we want to welcome you to the kickoff of the 2018 Chattanooga FC Women's season. We want to thank you for your support and for joining us here on the live stream. I'm El Conductor. In a second here, Keon's going to be taking over the announcing duties, but I wanted to go ahead and just welcome everyone here. We just thank you for your support. If you have any questions or comments, you can jump on the chat. We'll try to be manning that. If you have comments, we'll see if we can give you a shout out there. But yeah, the weather's great. We're here at downtown Finley Stadium, and we're about to kick off this 2018 season between Chattanooga FC and the visiting Lee University Flames. So thank you and enjoy the broadcast.
The Lee University Flames, Chattanooga FC Women, let's play soccer.
Very excited announcer there. This is Chattanooga FC Women's Soccer. They're taking on the Lee University Flames in this exhibition match. One of 3 exhibition events planned so far this season. And we're off to a great start here for Lee University. Being very aggressive on the ball. Going to be a challenge here getting you a lot of this information for Chattanooga. No numbers today for Chattanooga FC. Everybody's number 18 because it is 2018, the 5th season of Chattanooga FC Women's Soccer. Just a quick weather report here, 68 degrees. Beautiful soccer weather. as Chattanooga advances the ball past midfield. Chattanooga are out. You can hear the familiar drum, and we're going to get that flag waving here in a little bit, I'm sure. But the players, the starting lineup of Chattanooga FC, Lauren Teal in goal as Taylor Green saves goal here for Lee University. But Lauren Teal in goal for Chattanooga FC, Kate Dirksey, Brittany Reed, Madison Ricketts, Maddie Farrell, Jules Cassett, who is attending Lee University, Ruth Rosales Casway, Carly Banks, Summer Lanter, and Caitlin Newsom are going to be your starters for Chattanooga FC, as they're trying to defend Lee University scoring on their side. A lot of midfield play so far. Started the game with a couple of shots on goal. Chattanooga FC pushing the pace. And they're going to have a throw-in. Chattanooga FC Women are. Head coach of Chattanooga FC, Aaron Ridley. Kick from goal. Taylor Green moving the ball along the near side, and in an attempt to push it into Chattanooga territory, Lee overshoots it. Two teams feeling each other out to start the game. I think this is where we are in that particular point. And we're going to probably see more shots on goal as we advance forward into this game. Two teams start to get more familiar with one another. Maya Hollingsworth pushing the ball deep into Chattanooga territory into the penalty box, and that's going to be, it appears like it's going to be a corner here for Lee University. Mackenzie Bricker set to kick it in. And great save by Lauren Teal. This one rolls out to the quarter field mark, and Chattanooga FC has it. And a lot of open field. Well defended by Megan Newman. And Lee University, not to let Chattanooga FC have a good run there. They almost had it. Battle of field position continues, jockeying. Chattanooga moving towards the near side of the field. Heading up towards midfield. Chattanooga FC in the black jerseys, white shorts. Lee University, white jerseys, maroon shorts. Advancing ball past midfield into Lee University territory. Some precise passing, but Mackenzie Bricker breaking it up. Chattanooga operating around midfield, and they want to push a little bit deeper into Lee University territory. A couple of turnovers there in enemy terrain, a lot of it because of the aggressive passing. I don't think that they're going to back off of that, though. That looks like the strategy for the day, as Lauren Teal hangs on to the ball. Throws it towards the far side. Chattanooga trying to work that sideline. See if they can bend Lee University out of position here. And they have a good run. Here's a good shot on goal, possibly defended by Bricker again. So she's doing a pretty good job defensively here. Taylor Green kicks the ball past midfield, and that'll be a Chattanooga throw. We are in the, looks like the fourth minute of the game so far. Lee University and Chattanooga FC, pretty familiar with one another, played last year. This is the grudge match between the two teams, as Chattanooga FC trying to push deep into Lee University territory again. And we're going to have a goalie kick here for Lee.
What's up, Anna? How you doing?
It's interesting to note, Anna Lancer in the starting lineup for Lee University is an alum of Chattanooga FC. And Jules Cassett is also a member of Chattanooga FC, but she's attending Lee University and going to be playing on their team in the regular season, pushing the ball forward into Lee University territory. Here comes Chattanooga FC, just losing the ball outside of the penalty box there. Taylor Green to kick it in for Lee University. She kicks it off to the near side. Bricker has the ball. She pushes it up towards the midfield marker, intercepted by Chattanooga FC. More good passing from Chattanooga FC, but well defended by Lee. It seems like their entire team is back on this side of the field. And Chattanooga FC having a chance to play some of their own defense. Keeping the ball away from Lee. Methodically working their way up the field on the near side. And had some good ball movement there before the pass was mistakenly kicked towards Megan Newman of Lee University. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the defense of Lee University here. Chattanooga's had some good looks. They've had some very good looks. And being aggressive throughout the game, that does pay dividends over time. Lauren Teal picking up the ball just to be safe after getting just a little bit of pressure. Now she kicks it towards midfield. Intercepted by Lee University. Riley Engels working on the outside with the ball, stopping it from rolling out of bounds, and well defended by Chattanooga FC. Now they're on their heels a little bit. Lee hasn't had too many opportunities to possess the ball here. As we enter the 8th minute, Chattanooga FC doing a pretty good job when they have the ball of hanging on to it, making pretty good passes. And this will be a Chattanooga FC throw. And it's a good one. Chattanooga FC moving the ball, being aggressive, continuing to do so. The defensive Lee keeping them away from any significant shots on goal to start this game as Lee tries to clear the ball out of their territory. It just seems like anytime Chattanooga gets the ball, they wind up in Lee University's half of the field. And that's a credit to how well they've been passing it so far. Putting on something of a passing clinic. There's another good pass, a through ball. And there's a good shot on goal, just high of the net. Bricker pushing the ball up the near side of the field, over the top, and it's offsides. Riley Engels past the last defender. So we'll have a dead ball for Chattanooga FC to start off with.
Soccer fans, CFC Women would like to thank their 2018 sponsors. Those include Little Debbie Snack Cakes, EPB Fiber Optics,
Chattanooga
CHI
working the far
Memorial
side of the
Hospital,
field, near the penalty box,
Company
pass
Incorporated,
in,
and Kelly Subaru.
deflected, but Chattanooga FC able to hang on to the ball. Fans chanting for Anna Lantern. So we've had some pretty good Chattanooga FC possessions close to the net. Looking for that opportunity to score. They've had a couple of good looks. Haven't been able to convert them just yet. As Taylor Green kicks it in towards Maya Hollingsworth. She's dispossessed. Anna Leslie takes over for Lee University, moves it towards the far side of the field. And another turnover for Lee University. Interesting thing about Chattanooga FC's defense, it starts pretty early. They don't wait until they're in their half of the field to try and get the ball back. And it's resulted in a lot of turnovers for Lee so far. Not this time. Hollingsworth pushes it past midfield. Now she shares the ball, gets it back. Splits a couple of defenders with a pass, but Chattanooga again, solid defense. Not able to maintain though. Yoder takes it away, and Lauren Teal scoops it up. Long kick towards midfield. Chattanooga FC. We get to, looks like the 13th minute here, continuing to dominate time of possession on the ball. And that'll be a Lee University throw. And a good one. And a good shot on goal, and it is saved by Lauren Teal, but she wasn't able to hang on to it. Lee University still with an opportunity to strike here. Hollingsworth just wide of the net. And this will be a goal kick for Chattanooga FC. Well defended there by Lauren Teal. She was on her heels and she was able to knock that one away as she was falling to the ground. Kick towards midfield, headed back by Lee University, and they have another offensive possession deep in Chattanooga territory again. Weren't able to do anything with it this time. Teal throws it towards the far sideline. And Chattanooga turning it over, and we have head ball after the push there by Chattanooga FC. into the box. The header by Yoder, left of the net. On the 68-degree day, partly cloudy, kicked in by Teal. Chattanooga moving the ball up along the near sideline. Brilliant passing again. Chattanooga FC hanging around midfield. And a throw-in for Chattanooga FC with some good passes, shifting the Lee University defense left to right to try and make some holes in it. See what lanes open up. It's been pretty successful so far. The score is still 0-0. Chattanooga turning it over off the throw, but they'll get another throw in right here.
Vanilla ice cream, deluxe. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga taking control of the ball in their own territory. There's still an element of both of these teams feeling each other out as the game continues. I think Chattanooga FC has the better handle on what they can do with the Lee University defense, but Lee's starting to figure it out. Mackenzie Bricker pushing the ball upfield. Now to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth on the left side penalty box. One-on-one. She looks like she's going to try and take this one herself. It's poked away. Yoder pushes the ball back towards Bricker on the near sideline. Bricker moving her way towards the penalty box. And the pass just behind Lauren Teal. Saving goal once again. A low kick towards the far sideline, almost intercepted. Chattanooga FC maintains it. They're going to move this one back towards the near sideline. And Megan Newman kicks it towards Taylor Green. Green throws it in. And Lee University hanging on to it deep in Chattanooga FC territory. That's a brilliant tackle by the CFC women, as they're continuing to be aggressive offensively. Not resting on their heels on this one. .27 minutes to go in the half. And some defense inside the box. Well done by Lee University. They are being pushed by CFC, but they're handling it well. Taylor Green in goal, Layla Ditz, and Mackenzie Bricker have all been playing pretty good defense for Lee University so far. Love to be more specific with Chattanooga FC players, but Chattanooga FC, in honor of their 2018 season, this is the 5th season of the Chattanooga FC women. They're all wearing the number 18. Which honors the team, but makes it just a little tough to figure out who's who. throw in here for Lee University. Well defended by Chattanooga FC. And stolen without going out of bounds. This looks like it'll be a CFC throw. It is. And CFC trying to catch Lee University off guard with that aggressive offense. It's a strategy here by head coach Aaron Ridley.
Entering for CFC Women, Will Dreyer. Substitution sponsored by the Hutton Company.
Lee pushing it up towards midfield. Riley Engels. Working on the right side of the penalty box. CFC trying to hold firm defensively here. Maya Hollingsworth with a shot, just hits the top crossbar and bounces out of bounds. Another goal kick here for Chattanooga. Chattanooga, when they wind up that deep in, they are just barely hanging on. Hollingsworth especially is putting the pressure on it. She has not so far seen a shot she doesn't like. With good reason. She's been pretty accurate too. Kick towards the sideline by Lauren Teal. Mishandled, and this will be a throw-in for Lee University. They've been just dangerous when they have their opportunities in the box. 24 minutes of play in the half. Hollingsworth again fires. Handled by Teal. Teal throws towards the far sideline.
Teal in goal for CFC Women.
And whatever it is that you think about this game, you can't deny that the defense on both sides has been absolutely stunning. Both goalkeepers protecting goal. And those defenders seem to always be in the right position. Here comes Lee University again. Carney passing out towards, I believe that's Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth forcing the issue. Ball is kept in play. Chattanooga FC's defense trying to push it out. And a shot just left of the goal. Lauren Teal's doing a really good job of forcing a lot of Lee University shots towards the corners, where it's just a little bit more difficult to score. Hollingsworth and it looks like Leslie run into each other. CFC has the ball, pushing it down the field, and a pass nearly intercepted, but incredible hustle by the CFC women, and a shot on goal, just saved by Green, but this is going to be a corner kick. Might result in something. Chattanooga FC continuing to be aggressive, forcing the issue anytime they get an opportunity to.
Lantern, saved by the Flames' Taylor Green.
And another shot on goal, again saved by Green. Like I said, great defense by both of these goalies. As Green tries to roll it into Megan Newman, Newman wisely kicks it back towards Green. Green moves it into now to Bricker to Hollingsworth, and Hollingsworth gets caught up on a Chattanooga FC defender, has nowhere to go, passes it back to Bricker. Bricker is going to push it towards midfield herself. They're going to get this one across midfield. A little bit dangerous, but it worked. Here come the Lee University Flames right into the box. Again, the CFC defense holds. This is an exhibition match for both teams, and you can see there's some rust. A lot of these passes are great, but every now and then you'll get a pass that's not quite where it needs to be. Chattanooga FC with an opportunity to strike on goal, and it's well defended by Lee University again. It'll be a Chattanooga throw. And Hollingsworth just takes it away. She's got a lot of real estate in front of her. The pass to Riley Engels broken up. And Teal will kick this one from the box. Bricker, good tackle. Chattanooga continuing to get really good defense from their defenders in the back. There's no room for error back there. The last line of defense before the goalie, and they're doing a pretty good job of holding, even though Lee University being pretty aggressive offensively. Now here comes Chattanooga FC, their opportunity to be a little aggressively offensive, and they're moving it upwards. Into the box, Chattanooga having an opportunity to strike, and incredible defense by Megan Newman again. The game is getting a little bit physical, but I don't think anything intentional, so the refs are just going to let it go. It's going to be a Chattanooga FC throw.
Entering for CFC
in
Women,
the box again.
and Kenny. Substitution sponsored by the Hutton Company.
And just another pass. I mean, this is what this game is for, to knock off a little bit of that rust. You have a lot of great passes happening in this game, both sides, and then you have every now and then a pass that's not quite on target. This is the first of preseason action for Chattanooga FC. Chattanooga FC is going to play Asheville SC May 5th, and the fan favorite Blue versus White game May 13th before the WPSL season kicks off May 20th. So you'll have a couple of more opportunities to see Chattanooga FC in action. Highly recommend the Blue-White game that's going to be played May 13th. It's an opportunity to get to know the team, get to know the players, and to see Chattanooga FC play Chattanooga FC. It's a friendly scrimmage. Throw in here for Chattanooga. 17 minutes left in the half. Maya Hollingsworth pushing the ball towards the box, where she can handle it. Kate Carney with a shot on goal. Teal again, denying it. And she'll roll towards the far sideline. Something's got to give here pretty shortly. Both teams pushing the tempo and the pace offensively. Lee University hoping to build on some of their success from last season, finished with a record in Division II NCAA soccer, 17-4.
Soccer fans coming
and
up
2.
at the halftime intermission. An opportunity to win
Division 2
2
Sweet
tickets
16
to
here.
Rock City. But you better know your Chattanooga FC women's roster.
And the kick into the box, well defended by Chattanooga again. Chattanooga really loves these turnovers. They try and turn them into instant offense any chance that they get. Got a little too far ahead of the ball that time, but they generally get all the way right up to the goal. Here's another turnover. Chattanooga FC flexing that defense, and they're going to push the tempo again. Turnover, Lee University has it. They're going to keep it and try and push it past midfield. They do. And a pass just out of the reach of Riley Engels. CFC working the near sideline. Mackenzie Bricker breaks up the passing. Lee University with an opportunity. Engels passes it back to Hollingsworth, and she's just high of the net again.
Lee University kick on goal number 16, Lauren Peters.
Check that. That was Lauren Peters with the shot on goal.
Entering for the Flames, number 31, Carly Smoltz.
Carly Smoltz subs in for Lee University. 14 minutes left.
Entering for Chattanooga FC Women, Katie Cooper.
In the half, Katie Cooper checking in for Chattanooga FC to get some fresh
Also
legs.
entering for Chattanooga FC, Brandy Greenwald.
Brandy
Substitution
Greenwald also
sponsored by the Hutton
for
Company.
Chattanooga FC. I believe that because this is an exhibition game, there isn't a limit to these substitutions that can be made. Wonderful through ball there for CFC. They're coming up towards the box. And they almost lost the ball, but they did lose a good opportunity there for a shot on goal. Lee University now has it. Mackenzie Bricker working the near sidelines. She's going to push it past midfield towards Engels. Engels back to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth moving it to the center field here. Chattanooga FC taking it away from Kearney. Chattanooga FC from the far sideline to the box. And Teal now towards the near sideline. Moving around the Lee University defense, stretching it out, trying to find a gap to attack through. And they may have found it. Here comes CFC. Just short of midfield, towards the far sideline. Continuing to probe that defense. And they're past midfield. Moving back towards the center of the field, past the midfield marker, and now towards the box. CFC making all the right passes. Mackenzie Bricker with a timely kick, and she breaks it up and gets the ball back for Lee University. Lee University pushing the tempo at midfield towards the far sideline. Carly Smoltz. She's got a lot of green in front of her. She's headed towards the box. And the shot on goal, partially blocked. Teal takes it. She throws it from towards the far side, to the near sideline rather. This will be a Chattanooga throw-in.
You can do this, CFC!
Smoltz chasing down the ball. She's got it. She pushes it into the box towards, looks like Carney. CFC pushing the tempo, hanging on to the ball. The left side of the box. Moving back towards the center, the top of the box. Here's a shot on goal. Not strong enough. Green collects it. Minutes left to go in the first half of this game. And a pass towards the far sideline intended for Carly Smoltz. Just too far, so this will be a Chattanooga throw. Check that. It will be a Chattanooga throw, yes. CFC getting cheered on by the fans. So they lose the ball near sideline. This would be a Lee University throw. Not too far from the corner flag. Hollingsworth throw this one in.
Not one, not two, not three, not four. Gonna win, not lose, not time to score. Gonna beat 'em.
She gets it in towards Engels. Engels pushing it wide towards the far sideline. And Lee University
Entering for Lee
trying to be
University,
aggressive,
number
turning the
22,
ball over.
Emma Higgins, and number 15, Sammy Rutowski.
Sammy Rutowski, number
Substitution
15, and Emma Higgins,
by
number
the
22,
Hunt
check
Company.
in for Lee University. CFC turnover on the pass there. Now across midfield is Lee before it's knocked out of bounds by, I believe, Lanter. 8 minutes left to go in the half. This exhibition game that starts off the 5th season of CFC Women's Soccer. Regular season kicks off
Entering
May
the Flames,
20th.
number 20, Sarah Cora.
CFC trying to put on some defensive pressure here. And it works. They get the ball. Can't hang on to it though. Smoltz, far sideline. Pushes it back towards the middle. You have some miscommunication on passes by both teams. CFC winds up with the ball. They're pushing it towards the box now. Alongside the far sideline, here might be a good look at it. And it's blocked. CFC still has the ball. Maybe another chance to strike here. And it's knocked out of play by Lee University. Chattanooga throw. Bricker breaking up another pass. She's been all over those today. Moves it ahead to Engels. Engels and the other forwards have been pretty successful for Lee University. Getting inside the box, it hasn't resulted in any points yet, thanks to Chattanooga's defense. One of these sides has to give. Far sideline for Lee University. University. Ball moved up towards Higgins. Higgins loses it just on the far side of the box. And Chattanooga aggressively pushing it ahead of the defense. They may have another shot on goal here. It's a nifty ball movement, but not enough strength to get it past Green. Green's going to collect it, roll it out towards
CFC
Higgins.
kick on goal. Saved by Lee University, Taylor Green.
And Engels wanting some offensive support. She didn't get it in time and nearly turns it over. Engels again, double team, splits it. Pushes it back towards midfield. Rotowski passes it to Yoder. Yoder ball rolls out of bounds. Chattanooga throw. Chattanooga dispossessed by Lee University. Lee University throw. Smoltz toss it in. And Chattanooga FC hanging on here against Lee University. 4 minutes left in the half. Engels trying to make something happen, pushes it back. Mackenzie Bricker moving towards the box along the near sideline. Now they're in the box. Higgins loses it in traffic. Smoltz runs it down. Lee University with multiple opportunities. Great defense by CFC to just hang in there. Lee University had a number of good looks there. We're not able to convert. It's been that kind of day, and I don't care which team you play for. If you're a forward, I think you have to be pretty frustrated because there have been some shots there. But both defenses stingy in the box. CFC trying to push the tempo, turning it over, and getting it back, moving towards midfield. And here's a good shot. Oh, slipping and falling inside the box. Not going to get a clean look at it, but that was the best look of the day for either squad. Taylor Green takes it and kicks it towards midfield. 50-50 ball. And Lee's going to come away with it. It's going to be a long day scoring the ball today. I mean, just the way that these defenses are playing. And I don't think the passes are as sharp as either side would like them to be either. About every third or fourth pass is just a little off target. And that's why you play these games. Knock off the dust, build up the teamwork as this one rolls out. And it's going to be a goal kick here for Teal. Two minutes left in the half. The sun's setting. At an advantage for CFC right now. Not in the eyes of any of their players as they push the ball towards the far sideline, past midfield, 3/4 of the field. here's an aggressive run. And it's still alive. Just couldn't stay on their feet. But Chattanooga with another opportunity here. A couple of slips on the field have taken away some really good Chattanooga goal opportunities. And at first, CFC winning that battle of possession early, but Lee University has hung onto the ball for a very long time, and I think for much of this half. Which isn't to say that CFC hasn't had their opportunities, but they just lost their footing on a couple of really nice looks.
Your score, Lee University nil, Chattanooga FC Women nil.
All right, and that'll do it for the half. Score is 0-0, CFC Women and Lee University.
Soccer fans, CFC Women would like to thank their sponsors for 2018. Those include Remax Properties, Rock City, Chattanooga Center for Sports Medicine, Sports Bar, Powerade,
back. You gotta introduce Alex, and then y'all do the conversation.
We begin the second half. Lee University nil, Chattanooga FC nil.
And this is the start of the second half. Chattanooga FC Women's Soccer. I'm Keon Rosen. Joining me in the second half will be Alex.
Hi.
So, well, first off, Alex, what's your last name? So Alex will be joining me, and Alex has had some. He's been watching the game too, and he has some insights as to what's been happening. What do you think of the game so far?
I believe both teams, as you stated throughout the first half, they're defending very well, and both have a lot of attacking pressure, but they aren't fully finding that final pass or that final shot that they're getting that to where it needs to be so that they can score. And they've created plenty of scoring chances. It's just that final ball's not there for either team.
I completely agree. Chattanooga's had some really good looks, and they had a couple right before the end of the first half. And like you said, just that one extra pass that would have opened everything up. We just haven't seen it from either squad today, which is a little disappointing just when you consider how well they're both passing, especially in the midfield area.
But like you were saying earlier as well, it is a game to knock off the rust, and you can tell there are some passes that go a bit wayward from their intended position. Like just then, Lee accidentally took a poor touch, led to a Chattanooga throw-in. And stuff like that's been happening throughout the match lately. And it's nothing against either squad, it's the rust and having to re-get into the game.
Just adjusting to your teammates and the timing is just not necessarily there. Yeah,
very good look.
Good look there.
Lee University kick-on goal
But
number
that's
32,
the thing.
Riley
Getting in,
Ingalls.
especially Lee, I've noticed they have a lot of shots, and they're taking a lot of shots. They're just not getting them exactly on target where they need to be. Just over the bar, just wide in that situation. But none of them really finding the target.
I think that'll come with time. I have seen something that I have noticed is a lot of these shots are getting more accurate as the game goes on.
Right.
Which is why I have the feeling that I think something has to give at some point. Just you can't keep raising the accuracy and somebody isn't going to score. It may not happen. You know, I mean, you can't predict it necessarily, but it does feel inevitable.
I completely see what you're saying, as Chattanooga has a pretty good 3-on-3 attempt here. But I see what you're saying. They are getting closer and closer, and they continue that trend. One of them is eventually bound to end up in the back of the net.
I mean, there's a good offensive possession here. There's maybe a little bit overpassing that happened there. Chattanooga throws it in. But we are looking at a couple of teams that are not only trying to feel out one another, but trying to get their own feel of the game back. Here's a good look.
Offsides though, and that's really unfortunate because that was a beautiful ball played in and could have been a really great opportunity for Chattanooga to open the scoreline here. But offsides, and it's a free kick to Lee.
It's just a timing issue because you can tell that obviously the strategy is there. They know what they want to do. They know where they want to go. It's just a matter of being there at the right times.
And being in that position as a forward, you always want to get to the goal and you want to put your team ahead, especially when the scoreline's even like it is at the moment. And having that mentality makes offsides a lot easier to occur than when you're up 3 or 4 goals.
Right. I mean, it's the old saying. If you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And when you're a forward, everything looks like a goal, and sometimes you jump the gun a little bit.
Haven't quite heard that saying before, but I quite like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, my dad used to say that all the time.
Nice.
Oh, here's another good through ball.
Well defended by Lee there.
Both goalkeepers have been completely on today. That was Taylor Green defending goal there for Lee University.
And I have to agree with you there. Each keepers look like they've been on the ball today and are playing extremely well. And I would say they're a main credit to why the scoreline's still 0-0.
They've robbed us of a couple of good goal opportunities for sure.
Right. But that can be said by both keepers. I believe the lead keeper is getting the more work here, especially in this half. Good ball there.
Oh, close.
The pressure's relentless from CFC right now, though.
No, they're not backing off here. I mean, once you smell blood in the water, you go for it. CFC, they've gotten way too close.
Oh,
Now this one goes way over the net. A little overeager to put the ball in.
going back to your expression, to whoever shooting the ball, it's going to look like a goal. And it might have been a bit of an ambitious opportunity from that angle and that distance, but hitting that ball just right would have found it in the back of the net, which is something either team would love to have.
And that's something that happens, by the way, at every level of soccer, is that over-anxious shot where you should probably settle down and get a better look at it, but
There's nothing more glorious than a volley from the edge of the area, though.
right. Lee's opportunity here to put on a little bit of pressure.
Well kept in there. Resulting in a Chattanooga goal kick.
Yeah, and more good defense. I mean, it just Lee got basically all the way in, and they just couldn't convert.
I believe there was 2 or 3 blocks there in that little sequence by defenders. I do believe both teams are doing a very good job of putting bodies in front of the ball, especially when the other team has an offensive attack. By the attempt just now, there was a lot of bodies in the box for CFC, resulting in a goal kick in the final result.
And they do such a good job of rotating over and filling each other's gaps that there really isn't any place to go if you're not perfect in your timing. And as we mentioned before, they're not perfect yet. We're just starting the season here, and it's tough to get that timing down in the first game.
Speaking of timing, another offsides call there, this time going in Chattanooga's favor. And yeah, this is a first match of this season. It's preseason friendly. A lot of this timing stuff will be settled out by learning your teammates, building that chemistry, those bonds, knowing if I play the ball here, I know my teammate can get to it, versus if I play the ball here, maybe we can get on the end of it, maybe we can't, which seems to be the mindset in this match.
36 minutes in the half. The University pushing the ball to the scoring area.
Another well-defended opportunity by Chattanooga.
It's impressive. It really is.
For this being a preseason match, having the defense working together in the ways that they are is an impressive feat for each team. I'm not sure if Lee has started their season yet or not, but regardless, for this being a friendly, the defenses are working together really well.
I completely agree. Because when I watch a lot of these defensive plays, it doesn't look like the offenses are making a ton of mistakes. It really looks like the defense is putting on so much pressure that there isn't a whole lot of space to move. There isn't a whole lot of directions you can actually go.
Oh, right off the bar. Very good shot attempt from William University.
I think that's Maya Hollingsworth, and that is her second shot off the bar today.
I've heard you mention her name quite a bit. She's been on the ball very often for Lee, I believe.
Lee University
You would be
kick on
corrected.
goal number 19.
She's been pretty aggressive when
Mia
she gets control.
Hollingsworth off the crossbar.
Which, for Lee going into the latter parts of their season, that is a very, very good thing to have from an attacking player.
Here comes Lee again. Just a misread it, I think.
Yeah, it looked like the forward knew they were offsides and tried to catch back up with the defense before going for the ball, and the ball was already played by the time they stopped their run. Good ball there.
Yeah, well played in, and
Equally, it was well defended.
yeah, two defenders on the spot.
Just to show how well the defense is doing by defending the ball and keeping it in bounds, there's been very, very few corner kicks during this match due to the fact that both defenses are playing outstandingly.
And that is going to turn into maybe another Lee University opportunity here.
Well blocked. Speaking of corner kicks,
Yeah, the moment you mention it, but the defense, again, it looked like she was ahead of the whole defense, and when she turned, there was about 3 defenders standing there.
and as a defender, getting back in front of the ball is your main objective, and both defenses have been doing that extremely well tonight.
And that's going to result in the first corner kick of the half. 32 minutes left in the half.
Well defended there as well.
Well defended corner. And now the counterattack by CFC.
Well flicked around.
Well defended by Lee University.
And if you look, Lee has maybe 2 people not behind the ball in that situation, which is great because their whole team is getting back to help defend instead of everyone staying more high up and leaving defending work just to the defenders.
which that's something that when you're a good soccer team, that's something that you know that everybody defends.
Right. Oh,
There's the Lee University goal.
as you were saying earlier, it was bound to happen eventually, and it does happen here.
The university being the beneficiary of it, there were just
Goal.
too many.
Lee University, number 16, Lauren Peters. The assist from number 14, Anna Lenter. Flames 1, CFC 0.
Though Chattanooga has been having good offensive pressure, as we see here, so equalizer could be in the offing.
Yeah, I mean, here's a good ball. Well defended by Taylor Green. She held her line and came down with the ball. I think outside of that goal that we just scored, CFC has had a lot of the better looks today.
I agree with that comment, but going back to what we were talking about earlier, it's just that final ball hasn't been there. They've had a lot of good attempts, including possessions in the attacking third, but they haven't been able to put that final ball into the position where it needs to be put in the back of the net.
Here's a good opportunity. It is blocked, but Chattanooga maintaining possession. Play this one in. Good header. Back of the net.
Wow.
Chattanooga FC. You called the equalizer there, Alex.
And what an equalizer it was.
Yeah, exciting.
Very, very beautiful header there. Back post. Good ball in as well.
That one wound up being on the money.
Chattanooga FC.
With the way that the Lee University goalkeeper has been playing, it has to be on the money, or it wouldn't beat her. And I believe she was in the right position there. It's just the shot was
Chattanooga
that
FC
good.
1, Lee 1.
Yeah, she moved that header in the opposite direction of Green, and Green didn't have any time to react. Let's see if we can see any more goals, because sometimes the way that it works with scoring, when it rains, it pours.
Right, as a lot of people say, the floodgates are now open, so more goals hopefully are in the offing here.
Substitution for
28 minutes
CFC
left
Women,
in the half.
Brooke Ledbetter.
And
Substitution sponsored by the
hard work
Hutton
offensively
Company.
paying off for both teams. This will be a Chattanooga throw right here.
Another Chattanooga throw. Chattanooga here are doing a very good job of keeping the ball in their attacking third. And they're possessing it well there, which I believe could lead to another goal-scoring opportunity pretty soon.
Well, you were right about the last one, so I'm not going to doubt you.
Might be the opposite of the commentator curse. Another attack for CSC. But well defended yet again by Lee. Though I believe both teams are playing more aggressively now that it's, again, a tied scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, you had to think that maybe Lee University might try and sit down on it defensively, but they didn't even get the chance to.
No. And that's when the teams are most vulnerable, is right after they score, which was shown in this match.
Lee University throw here.
Entering for Lee University, number 31, Carly Smoltz.
Carly Smoltz coming into the game.
Well worked there. She couldn't find that final ball. Very elusive today in this match.
Yeah, been the story of the night. Good defense here again by CFC.
Nearly kept in there.
Throw in here for Lee. Anna Lanter.
Entering for the Flames, number 22, Emma Higgins.
Another good attack.
Substitution sponsored by the Hutton Company.
We've seen a few of them by Lee this half.
One of them resulting in a goal. This one results in a goal kick.
But it has made for some pretty exciting soccer today. Both teams being very aggressive.
It has been a very attacking game on both ends. It's just the defenses are so good here that the attack doesn't look like it's doing as much.
And we had a pretty decent attack there. I think that Lee wants to move the ball more.
It looks like they're trying to play a bit more possession here. Trying to move it, instead of going for that direct to goal mentality, they're trying to move it around, find the best shot that they can possibly take, instead of taking anyone they can get. Which CFC has been doing as well, and it has worked with the equalizer not too long ago.
I think you run the risk sometimes of falling victim to overpassing, where you maybe pass so much that you actually lose opportunities, but I think that that's the best way to play the game, and I think that it's the best way for both of these teams because they have such brilliant passers.
And the overpassing risk is a very real risk, because if you do pass to someone and they're like, well, I'm just going to pass the ball around as well, and they're in the right spot, then you're missing the opportunities just as you would with not passing the ball at all. So passing is good, but too much is not as good.
It's like a recipe. You're going to have to find the right amount to make it work. Here comes CFCW.
Very well defended there, out for a corner kick. No, there looks to be an injury here. Cramps probably, from the looks of things.
Yeah, the way they're stretching out the leg. I'd say that's a pretty good guess.
let's hope it's cramps and nothing any more serious than that. I will assume that this will put a couple more minutes onto the end of the game. It does look like they're calling on the physio here.
Yeah, he's walking over.
Very, very much in a hurry.
So what do you think about the weather that we're having today? Because, I mean, we're going to be playing the bulk of these games this season on hotter days than this. We're going to have more humidity. It's going to be much warmer. And I say this because, I mean, we see a Lee University player cramping, and I thought today was pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. I would say this kind of weather, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and now the sun's set. It's honestly, I would say, perfect weather for soccer, in my opinion. But as you said, there are people cramping, so it might not be as good as we think it is. But there's also going to be warmer games, and a lot of players on each team have their own preferences. Some are from warmer climates, prefer the warmer temperatured games, and some are from cooler climates, play better
Megan
then.
Newman for Lee University.
Some play better in the rain, some play better in clear weather, so it all depends on the player's preference. But for me, I would say this kind of weather is what I would want to play in personally.
No, I'm with you. I walked outside of my house today and I thought, this is perfect. This is a great day. Another well-defended goal by Green.
Now, she's not one for letting balls get by her, it seems.
She's got incredible reflexes.
And for a goalkeeper, that's a very, very good quality to have.
Offsides.
It's like just a slight miscommunication there, mistimed run. Good idea overall. I would say that about both teams. Both teams are had the right ideas attacking so far. They just haven't been able to fully connect those.
Right. I mean, if you saw a team that didn't have the right idea, didn't know what they were doing, you'd see a lot. The play would be a lot sloppier, and you could tell. I think with this, it's overwhelmingly precise with just a misstep here and a misstep there. That was almost a beautiful pass.
Yeah. Very ambitious backhill effort there. We can't really get you the names of the CFC players because they're all wearing the same number at the moment, and that's usually all we have to go by up here. So
yeah, we're a little far away to tell who is playing by their looks.
and they all have a very similar hairstyle as well, so that's not too helpful.
No. Ponytail is the
Preferred hair choice.
hairstyle of the day, yeah.
I have heard that's a lot more comfortable than other hairstyles when playing. So here's out for a goal kick.
That one was a close one.
We have some CFC substitutions here. Looks like 3 new players.
Entering
As I
for
said.
Chattanooga FC Women, Leanne Kinney, Brandy Greenwald, and Katie Hoover.
If you guys could catch the names. to the-
Substitution sponsored by the Hutton Company.
Substitutions, Leanne Kinney, Brandy Greenwald, and Jamie Cooper.
And throughout the season, we'll be able to actually get you the names a lot sooner. Because we will have numbers to go by. So This won't be an all-season thing. I'm very concerned about it.
Well, it is an exhibition game. We have to iron out the kinks as well, and this is one of those things. We do need numbers, and we'll get those. We'll get there.
And recently, Chattanooga have unveiled their new 2018 home away kits, and I personally think they look fantastic.
I haven't gotten a chance to see those, but
I like them quite a bit. I think they look pretty good this year. They went back to the navy instead of the gold, so I personally prefer that, but I understand other people have their own preferences. But overall, I think both kits look very nice this year.
And I've always thought that Chattanooga's had really nice uniforms.
I agree with that statement.
So, if they make a change, I trust them.
Yeah, whoever's over their stylistic choices has done pretty well so far. So, I believe they're going to continue that trend. And they have this year.
Goal kick here for Chattanooga.
Another opportunity for a lead here.
And more good defense from Chattanooga.
The lead corner, though. See how they defend this.
14 minutes left in the game.
Still a 1-1 scoreline as well. So both teams pretty eager to get that winning goal. Another well-defended ball by Chattanooga.
Yep, Lee University opting not to attack the box, which I think is interesting.
And that could have been something they worked on in the training grounds as well. Because set pieces usually tend to be a big part of training for most teams. And they could have been more comfortable with their short corners there. And it nearly resulted in a nice ball.
Well, they do have some really skilled forwards, and the decision to trust them to try and get a goal, I mean, I can't doubt that decision the way they've been playing today.
Right. And it all depends on, especially on corners, which people feel more comfortable playing in the ball and which ones are better at doing that. Because the corner taker could be able to swing a ball in, but it might be on their wrong side or something. So then you can play the ball to someone who has a better angle, you can play a better ball in. Which I believe in Lee's situation was the case.
So this will be a Lee University throw-in.
I believe overall possession has been pretty 50-50 this match.
Yeah, especially in this half. Usually, at least what it looks like to me, is when a team is down in their third of the field, in their attacking third. And boy, mishandled there by Teal.
Well saved off the line. Going back to the comment on how good the defense is on. You didn't believe us then, you should now. Because that just goes to show how well these defenses are playing tonight.
Absolutely prime example of what it is to play good defense.
And knowing where to be when the ball's played and when your other teammates are in other positions. Goalkeeper comes out, no one's on the line, and that would have been a goal. But the right understanding there had a player on the line, which saved it from going in.
And now it turns into offense. We'll see what Chattanooga can do with it.
goes out for a Chattanooga corner. And I believe both teams have been pretty dangerous on set pieces so far today. No goals coming from them, but both have been putting in good balls and pretty good pressure.
Oh, Chattanooga having a really nice look at it, just a little wide. I thought they might have had a second header there.
Yeah, that had the goalkeeper beat. Just the person on the back post wasn't in the exact right position for it. Couldn't get their foot to the ball or head. I've also noticed especially that Chattanooga tends to play a pretty high line with their defense.
Well defended on that shot there.
Good ball in. Results in another goal.
Yeah, the passing there from Lee got Chattanooga out of position, and they got a nice clean shot.
Lee University goal number 22, Emma Higgins.
On
Flames 2,
Lee's
CFC
passing
1.
there, the ball into the box was a beautiful one. Passed it, curled out around the CFC defenders and right onto the foot of the Lee attacker, resulting in an easy tap-in. No, Chattanooga putting the pressure right back onto him.
Had some nice passes there on that run.
It didn't take Chattanooga long to score after the first goal. See if they can do it after the second.
So you said earlier before that goal, Chattanooga's defense was taking a pretty high line. What would be the advantages and disadvantages of that?
I would say advantages, you can play the offside trap a bit easier. And if you are in your attacking third, then you have an easy, you have more people that can get to the ball quicker. So the ball doesn't have to necessarily leave that part of the field. But also, shot off the bar. A very long shot off the bar.
Third shot off the bar for Lee today.
Not for a CFC throw-in. But like I was saying, the disadvantage would be if the run is well-timed, there's a long ways back from you to the goal. So you have to have a very quick defense and one that knows exactly what they're doing. And so far, the CFC women's defense have shown they know what they're doing and they're a very good defense. So I would say that's a good choice by them.
I would agree. I think they've really defended well. They react very quickly anytime they have to.
Good ball here. Just a tad far for the forward to get onto.
That's a good throw-in.
Just a misplayed ball there. And that's been really a key point in the game so far is there's just those few balls that are misplayed that, if done correctly, could have resulted in goals.
Yeah, and I think you have to say that your CFC, I think you're satisfied with your performance today, this being your first exhibition game.
I would agree with that. They've played very well. Lee has shown to be a very good opponent, and they've had a lot of good points throughout the match. They've had strong defending, very good passing. They've created a lot of chances, and they see they have a few things to work on, as you would at the first of the season, but they have plenty of time to work on that. I think for the season opener, they could become a even stronger team and bring a very, very good team and match to that game.
For the rest of the preseason, May 5th, they'll travel to Asheville and play Asheville SC. And then the next home game is the blue versus white game on May 13th. So they'll have time to iron out some of these miscues that they have, because when it's working and when it's clicking, the defense is great, and they're a dangerous team that has a lot of chances to score generally.
And especially with the blue versus white game, they're playing each other, so they're going to have more knowledge of how each person plays, which could result in a more even game that way.
Some more great defense by Chattanooga.
It was a very dangerous attack by Lee as well.
Yeah, they've been countering pretty well today.
But to give credit where it's due, the Chattanooga defense has been pretty great so far. And being able to stop that, a simple drawback to the penalty spot like that, is a very dangerous ball. And Chattanooga has done extremely well stopping any attack, including those, today.
A little bit under 6 minutes left to go in regulation. Goal kick here for Chattanooga.
I'd say there would be a couple minutes added time, though, for that cramp we had a bit earlier.
That's true. It did take a little bit longer than I think either team expected.
Though it being exhibition, they might not add it on. Given the fact that it's just a preseason friendly, there's no real need for it. But we'll have to see when that time comes.
The head official is Chris Clark. We'll see what decision he makes when we get closer to the end of the game.
And on the officials, I believe the officiating has been very good so far this evening.
Oh, I agree. I think it's been fantastic.
Very evenly called match.
Evenly called, I think. Nothing that's been really ticky-tack. I think that there's been some physicality, and they've let them play through
in
contact.
goal for Chattanooga
I
FC.
personally prefer that when I'm watching games. I think the officiating's been amazing.
And as a player, you want to be able to make physical contact with another person. And if it's a clear and blatant foul, the refs have been calling that as they should. But as you were saying, there has been physical contact and physical play throughout the game, and they haven't said anything to it, letting it play on because there's nothing in it. And that's how the game should be, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize soccer is a contact sport. When you think of contact sports, I think a lot of times you think of hockey and football where it gets to be particularly violent. But all a contact sport is a sport where you make contact with another person. And you have to be allowed to do that to play.
And in playing soccer myself, there's a lot more contact than you think.
Yeah, I think as fans and as observers, I don't think we necessarily recognize how physical the game can get. We're dealing with another cramp here for CFC, so we're going to have a sub, I think.
Though this one was taken care of a lot quicker.
Well, when you're the team that's down and you've got some time on the clock, you tend to
Move a bit faster.
Yeah, you hurry that one up a little
Chattanooga
bit.
FC Women, Jamie Cooper.
Giving away
Entering
a very
for Lee
dangerous area
University,
there.
number 16, Lauren Peters. Substitution sponsored by the Hutton Company.
I think from watching the defenses play, I believe Chattanooga on the crosses are going to be very, very strong defensively this year.
I mean, they've shown that they can stop that. And anything that looks like that, any kick in, they seem to have a pretty good handle on it.
Putting that right there, which was a good service in, but well defended and well caught by the keeper.
Lauren Teal.
And I would say, personally, the main players in the match for both teams were the keepers tonight. They've been playing extremely well.
I agree. I think that Taylor Green has had to defend her net more, but Lauren Teal has done a very good job today. The 2 goals that were scored, I think, were scored just because of how well Lee University set things up, and she played those about as well as you could play them. They just scored.
Right, and it's hard as a goalkeeper to stop a shot that's right in front of you and right in front of the net, because the goals might not seem as big on camera, but they are much, much bigger and wider in person, especially when you're 5 feet away from them. And it's hard to stop a shot like that.
Yeah, I think the camera angle kind of messes with your depth perception, and you don't realize how wide the net is.
I believe the regulation size is 8 feet tall and 24 foot wide. So that's a pretty wide goal. And being a forward in a 5 or 6 yard out position, you have a very large target to aim at. And keepers make it look easy sometimes, but it's a lot harder to defend that.
Absolutely.
There's a good attack by Lee. And
they punch it in again.
From that angle, that was a very nice shot.
That was a difficult angle. She had a defender on her. I mean, that's a good example of good defense, better offense.
Right. And that's the full-time whistle as well.
All right, so we're not going to get that stoppage time. I'm Keon Rose. Alongside me is Alex, and thank you for joining us today. This is
number 32,
Chattanooga Football Club Women's Soccer, and we hope to see you this season.
Your final score, Lee University 3, Chattanooga FC Women 1. Once again, the CFC Women would like to